This is Chris Godwin, the owner of Nissan and McKinney Buick GMC, and I'm on the roof with one of my favorite people, Miss Cheryl Action Jackson from Minnie's Food Pantry and the Giving Movement. Now, she's one of my favorite people because of the things that she does in our community. I gotta say, we've actually been partners with Cheryl for a long time. One of my friends is on the board with her, and she's got a lot to talk about today. Let me tell you a little bit about Minnie's Food Pantry. The Community Food Pantry is a non-profit outreach program that provides food to families who have found themselves in a crisis. Those who have lost their jobs, their income due to illness, medical bills, or maybe even death in a family. The McKinney Food Pantry is staffed entirely of volunteers and has been a part of this community for 32 years. So tell me a little bit about, and our viewers, about Minnie's Food Pantry and what you're doing in the community, how it started, and where you're at right now.
Well, thank you for having me here, Chris, and it has been a great partnership because of your dealership. You know, we've been able to feed thousands of people, especially last year, and right now we are in a serious need because people are finding themselves homeless. They're finding themselves where their jobs and their salaries have been cut in half, and they don't know what to do. Do I pay my mortgage or do I buy food for my children? And so that's why it's so important for Minnie's Food Pantry to exist. And our numbers have tripled. I mean, last quarter I was telling my staff we've fed over 800 families, and this quarter we're almost at 2,200, so almost triple, and that's really frightening.
Yes, it is frightening, and not to mention, you know, we get this huge media attention when there's a Haiti or there's a 911, but we just right here on the ground don't understand what's happening right in our community. And it wasn't until we were able to make our way out there and see video and see the people actually stand in line and get close to what you're doing to understand how many people we think of homeless, and we think of people in adulthood that don't have the money, and then we make excuses that it's probably their fault. Well, there's many kids that were standing in that line that had no choice and have no choice in whether they're going to eat for the day. So what you're doing is tremendously important. Kind of tell me more about Minnie's Food Pantry and what kind of impact they've had, and what your mission really is.
Well, our mission really is to end hunger in our community. There are so many people, like what you just said, that found themselves not knowing, and the kids find themselves not having food, and so we don't think that any child should have to go to bed hungry. 1 in 5 kids in America go to bed hungry every single night. And what we said, and we said this to the mayor a couple of weeks ago, it's not going to happen on our watch. We're going to implement programs that these kids can come to Minnie's Food Pantry and they will be provided meals. And these parents, when they bring their kids, I mean, they're embarrassed, they're crying, and they never thought they'd be where they are. So it's so important for people, you know, what you're doing today, it's so important for people to partner with dealerships like yours, because not only are you selling cars, but you're extending the hand right back into the community. And without the check that we've been receiving from Nissan and McKinney, we wouldn't be in existence today. And that's a true statement. So not only if you find yourself in need, we're there, but also if you find yourself you can help, you know, that's what you did. You came out and you helped.
Well, here's what I find interesting, and a lot of people don't know, and I told this to everybody that's even inquired or asked about it, is that and we gave you a van last year so that you could actually get food to the community, but I didn't know that organizations like Meals on Wheels only delivered once a day. That was amazing for me to hear, and that it's food pantries like yours, local food pantries, not the weight of the larger organizations that actually help to get additional meals.
Right. I
can only imagine eating 1 meal a day. Now I'm getting 3 meals a day delivered right here on the roof, and that's all I am, is a guy on the roof. And I take for granted, as well as a lot of other people, at how many people go to bed at night hungry. Well, tell me, is there anything else that people should know about Minnie's Food Pantry and the Giving Movement?
Well, it's really easy. Minnie's Food Pantry, if you find yourself in need, that's what we're here for. We're here to feed the hungry, and it's a very easy process. There's 1 sheet of paper that you have to fill out. We did it that way because I've been hungry, I've been homeless, and when I went to the government for assistance, I was like 8 sheets of paper that I had to fill out, and I was treated without integrity, without dignity. And so we want to make sure that if you come to our food pantry, you walk away feeling even better than what you came. You're going to come and you're going to receive a smile, you're going to receive a sincere attention, and people are going to help you. So if you need help, you can visit thegivingmovement.org, and that will tell you our hours. We're actually open 5 days a week, only 2 hours a day, and in those 2 hours, how are we able to feed over 2,000 families in 2 hours a day? That tells you what the need is for our community.
Well, I could say there's a lot of need, and you can find everybody at minniesfoodpantry.org or to thegivingmovement.org as well, and either one will lead you to the right direction, or you can call Cheryl Jackson herself at 214-734-2552. Now, here's what I got to tell you. A lot of people may not have the ability to give money at this point, but you can give your time. Now, I can tell you this, I would never be embarrassed at this point if I was ever in the need, because when I had the ability, I was able to give to you. So now, being able or being put in a position and have to enable myself to go, I know that I'd get treated with dignity and respect. So the way that you can always have the feeling that, hey, I deserve or I'm in need right now, and is to give when you don't need it. That's the key here. And here's one of the things I'm here to tell you is, if I'm ever put in that position, I don't ever want to feel guilty about having to walk up and need help. So this is what we're going to do. Again, and like always, we're giving you another $500 check.
Oh my God.
I understand.
Oh, thank you, Chris.
I understand that there's 89 shelves empty right now.
My God.
There was actually people in line that did not get any food today. So if that's important to you, you need to go online to thegivingmovement.org or to minniesfoodpantry.org and give. Give now, give plentifully. It will come back to you, I promise. This is Chris Godwin at Nissan of McKinney and McKinney Buick GMC up on the roof. You can find us on our live webcast at 24/7 at getchrisdown.com, or more importantly, become a fan on Facebook. Every one of these organizations that we're visiting with, you can find right there. Open them up. Please listen to them. Please listen to the things. This is about selling cars, but it's also about bringing attention to organizations, to charities, to people that are right here on the ground floor helping their communities. Go to getchrisdown.com or become a friend on Facebook. We look forward to seeing you. Only 2 days left. Come help us hit our goal. Thank you so much, Cheryl, for coming.
Chris.
Thank you. Wave to everybody. Goodbye.